Hey guys, what is up? Happy Thursday. So, I have a couple of announcements that I am going to make before we dig into the Ask Laurel thread. Now, next week I will be out of town with my business partners, Nick Peterson, Brandon Straza, some of the boys from our company, The Success Finder. We are going on a little business trip, and so I'm gonna not have an Ask Laurel thread next week. I'm gonna take the week off, and it's one of those things. As we are business owners, we have to take some time off. It's not all about grind, grind, grind. And so next week there will be no Ask Laurel, but you guys know anytime that I take a break, I always come back with a lot of goodies. And so I'll be announcing some more stuff as soon as I get back. A couple other things that I want you guys to know about is I am starting these Winning Wednesday posts here inside the 7 program. So many of you guys are getting, so many wins with the strategy. And so I thought that I would actually start setting up interviews with you guys. And so I know a lot of you guys are following the training to a T, and sometimes it just helps to see someone else. How did they do it? What did they do? Did they add their own little twist to it? And so every Wednesday you can look for the Winner's Circle post here inside the 7 program. Estriana was the very first one. And basically she was running a funnel that she was spending thousands of dollars on. And she came into the program and learned the strategy of the ecosystem that we have here, and she was able to lower her ad spend to $400 a month. And the day that I actually interviewed her, she had her highest revenue day so far. So that was really, really cool. Every single week you should be checking the featured section. This is where I announce all of the announcements, including an upcoming blitz. Now, if you haven't signed up for the blitz yet, definitely check your email. I sent out an email last night. We do have a few seats left. Now, this is done by request. I asked you guys about 2 weeks ago, what would you like to see me do an ads blitz on? Literally, we counted 93% of people said that they wanted me to do the Discovery Call Accelerator strategy. So I'm going to be walking you guys through the Discover Call Accelerator strategy during this ad splits. And so we're going to be knocking out all 5 ads that make up my Discovery Call Accelerator strategy. So if you want a seat, either check your email or comment on this post. We have very few seats left. As a matter of fact, by the time I do this, we might not have any seats left, but there's always some spots that tend to open up when people can't make it live. So if seats are all taken right now, there is a chance that someone might say, hey, I can't be there live, so we can sell an extra seat. But if you're interested in that, drop a line below this post right here. It looks exactly like this, and it is pinned inside the featured section of the program. Now, make sure that every single week that you are checking the featured section. For some of you guys, it looks like this, and every post is on a carousel. Oh, also, if you have not watched the replay from the content marketing training that I did on Thursday, make sure that you check it out. I put it inside the Get Ready protocol underneath the organic foundations. Even if you're not doing anything, quote, organically, I highly, highly recommend that you watch this training and all of these trainings, because these are the foundations that you need in order to create content. But in this video right here, I talk about where I see content going in 2025, and I actually go through my entire content ideation flow, because to me, there's no difference between ads and content. Ads are content, right? Which is money on them. But anyway, make sure you're going through the featured section. This is where you're going to find all of the Ask Laurel threads. This is also where you are going to find the replay from the previous Ask Laurel thread. But if you want to check for a past Ask Laurel thread, all you need to do is go to my YouTube channel, and on the home page, you should be able to scroll down, and there's a playlist right here that says the Ask Laurel Live replays from the $7 program. Also, there's another series that I just started on my YouTube channel. This is something that is going to be for another project, but I am streaming it right now on my YouTube channel for free. And this is 30 days, 30 principles that built my 7-figure business. So if you go to videos, you'll see it's so far I've done 2 days of it. I am going live for 30 days and talking about the 30 principles that literally built my business from 0 to 7 figures. You know, you guys hear me talk about strategies and tactics, but these are going to be some of the principles that I've learned over the years that have helped me design these strategies to be long lasting. A lot of people always ask me, Laurel, how come your business is still thriving, you know, when everyone else seems to be pivoting right now? And it's because I've applied these 30 strategies over the last 6 years. And so it has been able to give me constant growth. But if you guys haven't checked out my YouTube channel in a while, I gave it a nice little facelift, lots of really cool stuff on here. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into the Ask Laurel thread for this week. And just a reminder, we will not have an Ask Laurel thread next week. I am taking the week off. Make sure that you are following the rules right here inside the Facebook group. If you break a rule, my team just simply deletes the comment. So if your comment was deleted, it is likely because you broke one of the rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this to all comments so I don't miss anything. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and we are going to get started. Okay, so Caitlin says, hey Laurel, I posted last week for you to review my power offer, but failed to change the settings so you could view it. Here it is again. Awesome. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Yeah, make sure, guys, that whenever you guys are giving me access, when you hit share, make sure that it is actually shareable, because if I can't see it, I can't tell you what I think of it. So let's see, who is this for? It's for women who've been through cancer treatment who want to take control of their recovery naturally to reduce the risk of reoccurrence. If I offer to help you detox, de-stress, and demystify health after cancer treatment so that you can restore confidence in your body, reduce the risk of reoccurrence, and move forward in life with vibrancy you didn't realize possible within the next 90 days, without a restrictive diet and spending a fortune on IV infusions. I think this is really good. The only thing I'm going to warn you is you want to keep this in first or third person. Anytime that you are talking second person, it has something that's health related, Facebook is likely to flag it. So you started off really good, right? Because you were like, women who've been through cancer treatment who want to take control of their recovery body to reduce the risk of reoccurrence. That's okay. It's right here. If I offer to help you detox, I know if you say you detox, Facebook's going to flag that. Their bot's probably going to flag that. You could say something like, that's going to keep it in third person. You could say something like, here's what women who've been through cancer treatment do who want to take control of their recovery naturally. They use a system that's called blank, and it helps them detox, de-stress, and demystify health after cancer treatments. And it starts working in just X amount of time. And then you could say, want to see how it works? Click the link below. You could also add in, without restrictive diets and stuff like that. But that would be a way to kind of restack this in a way that is actually going to be compliant with Facebook. Because Facebook is really, really picky with health-related stuff. So we always want to keep it in first or third person. Either we're talking about our own journey or someone else's journey. But never second person. Let's see, Jillian says, hey Laurel, could you share how you recommend doing the 2-step when you have a full team? You got to train them. For context, we have a full sales team who usually take all our sales calls and a full team of 30 certified coaches who offer expert advice on how to achieve a client or prospect's goals. I'm part of the marketing team and want to implement value bombs and power content. I'm just wondering how you'd recommend navigating the messenger conversation since I'm not the expert in the field and our sales team doesn't answer any coaching related questions either. I know I may also get pushback from key stakeholders about the use of my time doing this and the fact that I myself aren't a certified coach. I was thinking about having coach content ambassadors that I work with for this so I can make sure I'm giving sound advice from them following the case method. But since our coaches aren't trained in sales and our sales team isn't trained in coaching, I'd love to hear what you've seen. Yeah, so there are companies. I know Cole Gordon's company trains call setters for this specific reason, that's what I would recommend, unless you have someone that you guys can hire to actually have these messenger conversations. But the job, so most people would call this a call setter, right? They're having the conversations and then they're moving people over to a call. This could be someone who has been, like a former client. This could be someone who, like you can go to Cole's team and say, hey, this is what we're doing, and they'll train the setter for you. But this requires either you, the business owner, or someone who knows the business inside and out to be able to do this. And like anything else, you just have to get them trained. That's the best advice that I have, is you either have to learn how to do this stuff yourself, or you have to go to an expert who trains call setters. But that's what they're called. They're called call setters. They're basically salespeople that just are trained to book triage calls. Let's see. Hey, Laurel, I taught one of my clients your strategy, especially because he had no results after doing a lead magnet funnel with a video training. The people who registered to his mailing list weren't watching the video at all and didn't book a call. So we launched 3 power content videos and 1 conversion multiplier. For the moment, he has 13 to 15% hold rate and hook rate is 73. He has more than 10,000 people in his 25% video reels, but he barely has conversations. He had 2 appointments, but they didn't show up. What are we missing here? There's not enough context for me to be able to answer this. You're not missing anything likely. You just probably haven't let the strategy run long enough. My main question is, are you using my flywheel strategy, right? You have to optimize it. It's not just enough to just launch it. You have to optimize it. Remember, it could take several ads. Remember, it took me over 200 ads to optimize mine. And so make sure that you guys are following the training that's inside optimizing the flywheel. And also, if you go into the library, you're going to see frequently asked questions. And there is 3 reasons no one is asking for your value bomb. Do this if you're not getting comments for your value bomb. Not having 100 messenger conversations a week. Watch this. So there are some troubleshooting videos here. But one of the things is you might have to optimize. Is this optimized? That would be the thing that I would think you're missing, because you haven't said that you've been optimizing, and you just said that you just launched 1 conversion multiplier. You have to keep doing it. You have to follow the flywheel that is set up. It says right here, optimizing the first flywheel, right? And so I would recommend following this training so that you can understand how to actually optimize this. Again, most often your first ad is never going to be successful. You keep having to you have to in the beginning, you have to do volume. Let's see. Anna says, hey Laurel, if you had a new target audience and you wanted to find out which channels these people are watching on YouTube, so you can make ads with channel placements, where and how would you start looking to find out which channels they watch? In my case, female entrepreneurs, age 35. How can I find out? This is just something you have to know about your audience. This is not something that you can exercise your way into. This is just from spending time with your clients. So if you have a new target audience, I would find a way to get in the room with my new target audience and talk to them. That's the only thing. I know a lot of you guys are trying to shortcut this with ChatGPT and all of this stuff, but the best way is literally hang out in rooms with female entrepreneurs. There's a room full of female entrepreneurs right here inside this program. You can ask people here, hey, what YouTube channels do you watch? Go into, other people's Facebook groups and ask the same thing. This is something we have to do as a way for market research. Let's see. Jeff says, hey, Laurel, been marinating on the problem I solved. That was your feedback the last time, is dial that in. Let me know your thoughts if this is a small, specific, tangible enough of a problem. Problem I solved. I fix stagnant sales. Seems like everyone who is having that problem would know exactly what I mean. Feels pretty good. Just wanted to see how it landed with you. I plan on engaging the field soon. So stagnant sales, what is that? But what does that mean for your ideal client, right? I mean, it makes sense, stagnant sales, but have they gone from making 30 sales a month to nothing? I would want to know a little bit more. But yeah, this is a very specific problem. Now here's the thing. This is going to be a big problem. There are 5 to 6 small problems that are causing stagnant sales, right? So if this is one of the bigger problems, you're going to take out a Google Doc and you are going to outline, sorry, my dogs are going crazy. You are going to outline 4 to 5 small problems that are causing stagnant sales. For instance, right? So your big problem would be, stagnant sales. Problem number 1 could be Facebook ad lead forms are not performing. The second one could be my closer is only closing 10%. Another one could be email marketing isn't working because only 2% of people are opening our emails. So you see how there's a whole bunch of small problems. So this is a big problem, right? And so now you're going to have to label all of the 4 to 5 problems that are causing stagnant sales. Let's see. Sunny says, hey, Laurel, I have begun creating my ads, and I always feel like I'm not too sure what to talk about or which ideal client to target. I have 3-tiered membership. The $7 a month program teaches people how to read tarot, $37 a month for people to get certified and build their tarot business, and a flagship that is $59 a month, helping people trust their intuition, and step into their magic. So I really have 2 ideal clients. Number 1, people who want to learn tarot. Number 2, people who want to start and grow their spiritual business. My 7 is attractive to new readers. My mid-tier is more attractive to people who want to grow a tarot business, and the flagship is attractive to both. Should I be making a variety of videos that touch on all the pain points and problems for both? Yeah, you should be doing both, right? Because here's the thing. These people are going to turn into these people. A good majority, I bet, are going to turn into these people. So I would literally, when you're creating your pieces of content, your first tier is going to be targeting these people. Your second tier of content is going to be targeting these people. And then your third tier could be targeting these people, right? So you know how like inside my program, right, I have the 3 different phases, right? And so I do content for these phases, right? So you could look at your phase 1 as the $7 program. You could look at your phase 2 as the $37 a month, and then the last tier, right? And so you could easily do something very similar. But at the end of the day, these are all the same types of people, right? Every type of person is going to make great for like all of these different offers. Let's see. By the way, I love this. I love spiritual businesses. Let's see. Jason says, hey, Laurel, I'm going through the organic foundations, and I have added in the document below a breakdown of my solvable problem. I'd like to know what you think, and have I done it correctly? Let's take a look. Goal for the next 90 days. He wants 10 new students in the Tapping Academy. By the way, if you're wondering what this exercise is, if you go into the program, Get Ready Protocol, Organic Foundations, it is going to be day number 1, defining your solvable problem is what we're talking about here. Let's see. We don't have any Messenger conversations yet. Solvable problem. If I can get 100 people in Messenger from Power content posts, how many of those people can I convert? Adds to Messenger. The solvable problem is broken down in actionable steps. For the next 90 days, I will track this information. Yep. This is perfect. This is exactly like when you have nothing to start with, this is the most basic solvable problem. So good job. Let's see. Nabil says, I have an ad set that is getting 25% video views for $2.35, but it hasn't been running for 7 days. Should I leave it on or turn it off? The other ad set is getting 25 video views for 50 cents. Yeah, you can. I just typically follow the flywheel. And so I don't look at this until after 7 days because Facebook might not have had enough through plays. Remember, Facebook has to have enough through plays in order to optimize. And so that's why I like to give Facebook enough time. But if you already have another ad set that is kicking ass and you want to turn that other one off, absolutely. You can definitely turn it off, and then you can launch all new ones to try to beat this one right here. Let's see. Phyllis says, hey, Laurel, I'm following the 2-step strategy for our membership and boosted a $5 post to see if that would help per your last advice. Our KPIs are hook rate 31%, hold rate is 9%, and cost per 25% view is 85 cents. I am adding a banner per your optimization training to see if that helps the hold rate. We have gotten 8 messages since I boosted it on the 19th of July, 0 closes, but a bunch of let me think about it. So my question is, do you recommend a conversion multiplier at this point while we wait to see if the video change helps or something else? I recommend everyone follow the flywheel. Like honestly, like this, like if you follow the flywheel every single day and launch one new ad, this is going to optimize so much faster. A lot of you guys are launching the ads and just sitting on them and waiting for something to happen. Don't wait for stuff to happen. Like optimize the ecosystem, like optimize it. A lot of you guys are just like launching 1 or 2. I would keep doing this. Like if I need messenger conversations, and this isn't just for Phyllis. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This isn't just for Phyllis. This is for everyone who is listening right now, because there's so many people who have issues with getting conversations. if my issue with getting conversations is I'm not getting conversations, I would be spending all of my time right here in the conversion multipliers section, and I would be running 5 or 6 of these at a time to try to get conversations as fast as possible. Like if I am not getting conversations, I'm probably launching probably 2 or 3 a day. But for the most part, a lot of you guys aren't even following the flywheel. And that's why you're not getting the traction, is because, and that's why I designed the flywheel. But that's what I would say. Follow the flywheel. Let's see. Donna says, I'm loving my stats. Some ads are not showing numbers. However, any idea why Facebook isn't showing them? Yeah, I have no idea. It might just be a bug that Facebook has. Facebook just has a history of being wonky. I would say that because it says that you've spent stuff. I would say that Facebook is just being a little wonky right now. Let's see. Rebecca says, I've been working on the value bomb offering for a more dialed in problem I solved. This was your feedback to hone this in when I was there for the first time on the 7-8 call. Awesome. I wanted to share 3 options to get your feedback and understand if I am on the right track, and also which option seems to be the strongest. My ideal client is a high achieving professional woman who struggles with not feeling fulfilled or confident in what? My ideal is a high-achieving professional woman who struggles with not feeling fulfilled or confident. Confident in what? Like their job, their life, their relationship? Let's see. The 3 options for Value Bomb offers are how to prioritize yourself without guilt. 3 research-backed self-care practices you can do right now. Become unshakable. 3 practices you can do to manage triggers and stressors without shutting down. 3 identity shifts to retire your imposter syndrome and eliminate self-doubt. I welcome your feedback on which option resonates on your thoughts. So none of these resonate with me because they're not specific enough, right? We have to solve a small problem, like how to prioritize yourself with what? Like what are you, like 3 research-backed self-care practices you can do right now. Remember, I would recommend that you go into the training right here and go to which type of offer. And Rebecca, I've updated it maybe since the last time that you watched it. But there's a value bomb library of examples of what makes a really great value bomb. And so I just want to point out, like, these are the reason that these make such great value bombs is because they focus on one small problem, right? If we look at this Facebook organic strategy helps my clients book 10 more calls and close 5 of them within 48 hours. Want the step-by-step guide. So you see how this is like solving a problem of not getting enough sales calls. This one organic strategy will help them get 10 calls, right? My targeted advertising approach helps San Antonio sellers get top dollar offers within 48 hours of listing, right? This 2-slide webinar tactic takes my clients from 1 to 2 sales a day. Let me actually try to find, here we go. Here's one that's more your this boundary setting strategy helps my clients ensure their employees stop disrespecting work hours and start doing their job properly in just 48 hours. Want the email they send to ensure compliance without causing resentment. This is a really good one, right? So if you guys look through some of these, it's going to help you. Like, look at this. This mindfulness exercise helps my clients reduce their stress by 50% in just 24 hours. Want the guide in the 10-minute setup. So I made sure that we had, so these are some of the best value bombs that my students have had and allowed me to share with people. And I have put spiritual stuff in here. Like, check this out. This tarot spread helps my clients gain clarity on their life purpose in just 24 hours. Want the spread in the 5-minute setup. This guided meditation technique helps my clients cleanse their aura of negative energy in 48 hours. Want the meditation script in the 10-minute setup. This manifestation ritual in just 48 hours. So you can see here, I have loaded this thing with spiritual stuff, self-development, fitness, internet marketing kind of stuff. And so a lot of you guys are just like staying a little bit too broad, and you need to break this down. Like, you need to be like very specific, right? So what does it mean to how to prioritize yourself without the guilt? Prioritize yourself for what exactly, right? Become unshakable. Unshakable to what? 3 manages to do to manage triggers and stressors. What type of manage triggers and stressors? I don't know. Are you talking about like anytime my wife comes in, I'm triggered? Like what are like, so we have to get really, really specific. 3 identity shifts to retire imposter syndrome from what? Like, are they like suffering from imposter syndrome because they're a business owner, or because they just got promoted at a high ranking company? They've only been there for 2 years. Like, We need to dig deeper. We need to be more specific. The more specific you guys are, the better your value bombs are going to actually work. Let's see. Sandy says, hey, Laurel, I've gone through all of the training in phase 1 as well as the blitzes. Yes, you have, Miss Sandy, and specifically focused on value bomb creation training on YouTube. My question is my conversion multiplier. I've been running them for the past 90 days and have no luck getting one that is creating conversations. They get great Facebook stacks, hook, hold, 25% cost, but no one is asking for the value bomb. Would you be able to check out my ad and give me any pointers? I have these 2 running right now. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so from first look, drop a client below. That reads kind of weird, right? But I get what you're saying. Drop a quote client below if you want the free client attraction blueprint. I would say already off the bat, free client attraction blueprint is not specific enough, right? So again, if we go into this quick library of examples, you guys are going to get some really good examples of really tight value bombs that work really well. But let's go ahead and let's just hit play.
My client Natalie doubled her client base in just 30 days.
So this right here, I would literally doubled her client base in just 30 days. I would actually move that to be doubled her client base in just 30 days using this script. Want it? ? And I would put that up here, but we'll keep going.
By implementing my consistent client attraction blueprint, tailored specifically for coaches. And I want to give it to you for free, just for watching this video. Drop the word client below and I'll send you this blueprint so you can...
Also, if you're holding the blueprint, like actually print it out and show people what it is. But my fear about this is I think blueprint might be a little bit too big. Client attraction blueprint, like is it like the only 3 posts that my client Natalie used in order to double her clients in just 30 days, right? That's more specific. And this is such a great one today to help you guys with your value bombs because so many people are having issues with it. And so if I were to rewrite this conversion multiplier for you, I would make the value bomb a little bit smaller. Like, is it a Facebook post? Is it like, what is in this blueprint? Can we identify the blueprint, right? Because blueprint, I think, is one of those words that a lot of people they just kind of glaze over now because everyone's giving away some kind of blueprint. But if you said something like, these 3 posts allowed my client to double her clientele in just 30 days. Want the swipe file? Something like that would be a little bit more enticing. I think people are just like, what's the attraction blueprint, right? Also, anytime that you're doing a value bomb and you can print it out, you will always do better by printing it out and showing it to the camera.
You can start signing more clients today. Here's what happened when Natalie started using the attraction blueprint. She went from struggling to get clients into...
Also, if you're talking about a client, show the screenshot. Did Natalie post in your Facebook group with the wind? Show the screenshot. So a couple of things right there are going to make the big difference, right? So let's just kind of recap, right? If you're doing a conversion multiplier, make sure that 1, if it is something that can be printed out and shown to the camera, print it out and show it to the camera. 2, make sure that your value bomb is clear on what you're actually giving away. A roadmap, blueprint, all of that. Those are words that like people just kind of glaze over now. So if we can pull something out of that blueprint, whether that is some social media post, a $5 ad or something, right? Like my most popular conversion multiplier is this $5 Reels ad on average gets 30 to 40 times their return on ad spend for clients who are using a direct response funnel, right? Very specific. It seems easy, right? Blueprint roadmap seems like something that's going to take a while. But if you say, hey, if you post this one thing on social media, you could get your next client within the next 24 hours. Just like my client, Natalie, who used 3 of these posts and were able to double the amount of clients that she got in just 30 days. Do you want to see what this Facebook post looks like? Drop a line below this video and I will give you the swipe file so that you can try it out today. If we can add in a little bit of urgency, even better. So there you guys go. Like if you guys follow that structure that I just gave you guys right there, you will get more people asking for your value bomb. Let's see. I know Vivian has the same issue. Hi, following up on last week's question, as I didn't post the conversion multiplier reel at the time. The hook, hold rate, and cost per 95% view fulfilled their required metrics, but no one's asking for my conversion multiplier. Let's take a look at this conversion multiplier.
Busy.
Okay, automatically, right? There's no hook banner at the top. We need to have banners at the top, either asking people to download the thing, like want the swipe file, or well, I'll actually give Vivian some pointers here as we go through this. Okay, so let's see.
E-com store owners want to monetize your email list. What if I can tell you in a 5-minute Loom video 3 changes to your emails that will push more traffic to your website from your email list? Interested? And I want to give it to you for free just for watching this.
So if I were to do a hook banner, this one email will send 20 times more traffic to your e-commerce site. Want it? Or something like that at the top, right? That's going to get more people to, because remember, when people are watching reels, they're watching them most of the time on silent. But if they see that hook banner like right at the top, so if I go here, I'll go to my Instagram, right? There's 2 ways that you can do this with your hook banners, right? So if someone is watching a reel, let me find one of my conversion multipliers. I don't do them very often, but let me find one. Okay, right here. Want a simple exercise that will help you crush content? Question mark, right? Right here, okay? That is what I'm saying. Like, right, want a simple exercise that will help you crush content. That's probably a sucky headline, but that's what I'm saying here, right? Like, you want to have some type of hook banner. So this is an example of doing one that's asking for the value bomb. This other one, let's see, this one right here is an example of a headline, death of the offer, because then people are like, oh, I want to watch that. What does Laurel mean by death of an offer, right? So that is one of those are some of the stuff that you guys are missing in these, is you want to always have a hook banner.
This video. Drop me a line below. I grew our revenues from 2,000 to 25,000 monthly recurring revenues from our email subscribers in 30 days.
Also, one of the things too is we also have to think about, are we showing up in a way that our ideal clients would expect us to, right? So if you are an e-commerce expert and I'm watching this video, I would probably expect you to be in front of a computer, and I would say something, and I would literally use this same script, except take the hook banner at the top, take my advice on that, but face yourself to where you're shooting yourself in front of your camera and literally point to the email on your screen or something like this. Like, look, if you want to double your traffic to your e-commerce site today, use this one email. Here's how it works, right? Like, that's one of the things too, is like, just by showing up and doing a well-written script isn't enough. Sometimes we are not showing up in a way that our ideal clients will actually expect us to, right? So I'll give you an example. So one of my Lean on Laurel students was having this same issue with his conversion multipliers, and he's a fitness coach. And I was looking at all his conversion multipliers, and dude was sitting at a desk. I'm like, your audience does not expect a fitness authority to be doing videos sitting at a desk. Get yourself into the gym. Get yourself in an environment that your ideal clients would actually expect you to be. And so sometimes people don't respond because we're just not showing up in a way that they expect us to. And so that has a really big deal. You can have the best polished script. You could have the best copy on your script. But if we are not showing up on video in a way that will make our ideal client say, that person's legit, a lot of times that will have a lot to do with why people aren't asking for your value bomb as well. So, man, between Sandy and Vivian and Rebecca, you guys have a lot of really great optimizations that you guys can work on as far as like getting your value bombs optimized. Let's see. Osama says low ticket offer validation is done and great work. What's the next step? Power content is okay and work too. Awesome. Then you are ready for phase 3. So make sure you watch this boot camp on transitioning over to phase 3. That's all we have for today, guys. But just want to remind you guys that next week we will not have an Ask Laurel thread. I am taking the week off. I am going hang out with my business partners in the beautiful state of Utah. And so I will see you guys the following week. But anyway, you guys have an amazing week. Let's crush it. And if you guys have any questions at all, I'll be back with the Ask Laurel thread the following week. And yeah, you guys use each other. You guys, we have such a great community here. If you see someone who's struggling, please, please, please make sure that you are helping them. If you are new to the program, make sure that you are reading all of the rules of how to get help inside this program. Also, before you post inside the Facebook group, make sure you are checking the featured section, because we do have certain rules that we want everyone to follow. And so anyway, just take a scroll through the featured list right here before you post a question. New rule for everyone here. But anyway, I'll be updating all of the rules and everything so that everything's in one nice place. But you guys have an amazing week. I will see you guys later.